I have been observing people all my life. That sounds kind of creepy, but yeah, this is what I've learned. People want to be understood. People want to voice out. How can we listen to all of them? So that's where my duty counts as a student rep, is to really listen to them, to come with solutions, to tackle their issues. You know, of course, being a student rep, you need to be a really patient person. You need to really understand them too. If you're not willing to give the time to listen to your students, to your friends, how are you going to solve the problem? Also, a student rep needs to be really aware of the situation faced by the people under his or her responsibility. Am I right? Right. That's what I believe as a student rep. I'm going to just remind you that your votes do carry a worth. Your votes carry a choice, your choice, to choose who is the best to lead you guys by your own personal views. Thank you.
I'm Sebastian, Mathew, and I'm running for year 2 rep. Now, there are 3 things that I want you guys to remember at the end of my speech. The 3 things are my motivations, my strategy, and my policies. Now, these are the 3 things that I feel are very important that you should understand what we're doing here. So, number 1 is my motivation. My motivation is broken down to 2 parts. The first part is why am I running for this? Because I believe that there's a severe need for communication between 3 people. Communication between these 3 groups of people. See, it's very important because currently at the moment we have a very one-way form of communication. The admin does give information to the students, however, you may receive feedback and opinions from the students. Yes, when it comes to lectures and tutors. But what about social problems? I do believe our role is more upon social issues and what the social problems that are brought up by the student. They need a friend. They need someone to belong to. And number 2 is because I believe that there's a need for transparency and accountability in the student council. What do I mean by transparency and accountability? Students should know what is going on in the student council and what is being done by the student council. That's why I break it down into 3 parts. For example, whenever you want to implement something, that's what I call as policies. You want to implement something, there's usually 3 phases. To be proposed, being reviewed, and the outcome, whether it can or cannot be done. Therefore, the students need to know what is being done and what is going on, and if things are going on, how are they being processed, and is it happening or is it not happening? I don't believe we should boast as a student council because we're all students and we all just try to do our best. But the students should know what we're doing because it's not about who we are. It's not. I don't represent Aaron Mathew when I'm on a council. If I were to be on a council, I represent the council. That's who I represent. My second point, my strategy, very simple things. Planning much earlier and announcing the plans. I do believe by having a social event calendar for the year, we'll be able to understand and plan. The students themselves will be able to plan out their time and be more willing to attend events because you know about it already. Second thing is that we need to encourage communication. Therefore, I do feel we should look at a platform where it's moderated as well as anonymity so that students bring up problems and don't feel worried and are more confident. The last thing is my policies. What am I going to do? I believe that we should plan for the whole year and put it up. That students are able to know when it's happening, what for the whole year and plan out their time, especially those who live outstation. I believe that we should run simple surveys or questionnaires among the students and get feedback. Because let's like all these students, we should be the best at that in the whole of health. We should be the best at getting feedback from the people. Therefore, I thank you very much for listening for my speech.
So I'm going to start off with why I'm joining student council. After the elections this year, it was kind of something that really, flipped a switch somewhere in my head. Because if the whole country suddenly stood up and said, you know what, we can change, there's something we can do here to make things different. Why is it that we can't stand up and make this difference? I am here today to stand for the voice of all my 3rd years. My badge and the badges before me and the badge that's going to come after me. Because I really believe that every single health student has a voice and they've got these brilliant ideas in their head. And as a 3rd year rep, and representing the people who are about to leave this place, I really believe that we can leave something behind before we go. How are we going to do it? I want to make a lot of noise. I want to hear these voices come out of people. First year up, second year up said, open channels, HUCP. Yes, brilliant. Why not set up a parallel to HUCP? Set up Facebook suggestion page. More open, properly moderated, can make a huge world of difference. Even better still, bring out student council suggestion box, check it every week. A little bit more work, I know, to the student council, but it will make all the difference in the world. Because when you open up this box and check it every single week and you air these suggestions, you are showing these people that yes, we are listening. Yes, we hear you. What you think is important to us. And isn't that what we need? We keep saying yes, communication, more. But there needs to be a channel. And these are the channels I'm proposing to you guys today. Because let's be honest, we are a city campus. And as a city campus, there's so many challenges. I gotta say, the first major one is space. So to work around these challenges and to make it realistic, as my second year rep said, these are the channels that I propose. We need a suggestion box. We need a Facebook page. One of the other things you could do as well, more clubs. Because the current site clubs we have now are pretty limited as well. It'd be awesome we could open things like a site debate club. Site book club. You have to do lots of extra reading. Why not turn it into a club? You get participation marks, you get certs. Now, who doesn't want that kind of thing? But this is what I'm saying. I'm here to stand for you people. So whatever you guys want to say, whatever you guys want to be heard, pass it to me. I'm going to take it to people who listen. I'm going to take it to the council, I'm going to take it to the lecturers, I'm going to take it to the admin. I'm going to take it to whoever necessary to make sure that whatever you guys say is heard. So to the student body, please remember that I'm always fighting in your corner. I'm always championing you guys. Thank you.
I'm Xiao and this is Alvin. We are currently in year 1, Sem 1 and we are appealing for the position of sports coordinators. To start this off, sports is our passion and it's not just physical activities but something that can provide us a change to the monotony of our daily life. I was previously from Catholic High School, was also the student advisor of Quartermaster Club. My duty was taking care of sports equipment and also making sure that students are having their fun time enjoying sports activities.
Hello everyone. Hi. Previously, I joined the Sang leadership camp. I learned how to communicate with the other people. I used to be a team's captain, basketball team's captain, and the president of Cup Society. Both of us are sportsmen and sportswomen. Why we are running for this position? Because I want to use the aura to influence everyone in psychology department to involve in sports activities. There's a lot of problems between the people who want to join the sports activities, such as for me, the example, I want to join the basketball team. I joined already, but I was interested in dodgeball, volleyball, futsal, and so on. But the training time was clash. I can't go for this because the training time will clash with basketball. This problem I want to solve it if I got a chance. Yeah.
And due to past experience, I think that both of us can hold the position of sports coordinators. Please do work for us to help us discover our passion and also to help the Department of Psychology and of course yourself to maintain and achieve more or even better together. Do work for us. Thank you.
My name is Boey and I'm here today to get your vote for the sports coordinator.
And I'm Shakshini Daathry. You can call me Daathry. I'm here as your Deputy Sports Coordinator.
So as your future sports coordinator, let us define for you what is sports. Now, for us sports, it's about teamwork. It's about the satisfaction you get. It is about the smile you get on your very face when you finish a sports event. Okay?
And obviously, sports is a vital component in university. All of us know that, right? Boey?
Okay, now we're going to talk about 4 unique selling points that we have as a team. Now, our first unique selling point is simplicity. We want to simplify the situation. There is no point going to a complex situation when you cannot even do things in a simple way. We perfectionize the situation and then only we move on to a complex solution. Okay? Now, and our Second unique selling point is experience. Now, I know I don't really have an athletic body, okay? I play futsal, football, badminton, basketball, volleyball, I swim, and all these things means that I have the insight about a sports event, to know the little details that's it's essential to plan a sports event.
Adding on that, experience is really important. Like for me, my background, I am also a runner and a female futsal player, classical dancer as well. So why I'm telling you this is physical sports does not only make you keep you fit physically, but it actually mentally, complete you. Moving on to passion, Boey.
Now, passion is very important for us as a team because it keeps the fire burning. Because when you want to plan for a sports carnival, it's a very long and tedious process, right? Let me tell you here, clear enough that we have the passion and the constant fire burning to plan, to give you the best experience that you've ever experienced in a sports carnival. Now, moving on to our fourth and last unique selling point is responsibility. We as a team, we are responsible and we are efficient. Leadership is about taking responsibility and it's not about giving excuse. So we don't give excuse. Now, if we did anything wrong, we are proud to admit because we learn from mistake. And that is what it's all about, taking responsibility. Now, before we wrap up,
I would like to say that it's been long that our psychology has been studying the tradition of 4-year winners in sports and we would really, Boey, you'd like to say?
Yes.
we are mentally and physically ready to accept the challenge because we know that a lot of third-year graduates who are very good sportsmen are going to graduate. So we are ready to take up the challenge because we know that you and everyone here has the potential to be a good sports player. Please vote wisely and vote for us. Thank you.
My name is Yap Zhen-Yen.
And hello guys, my name is Jameson. So I would like to ask you a question today. Have you ever browsed through Instagram or Facebook and suddenly you come across this post which shows fitness models or fitness posts of this amazing body, and you say to yourself, I want to be like that person, I want to have their body, and fair enough, you try, but you fail. But you say again, no, I'm not giving up, I'm going to try again, this time taking account of your training and your diet, but you fail again. So I tell you today that we know your frustration, we know your anger and your disappointment. And we tell you today that it is possible and it is achievable. We have been through it and we know how to overcome it. Our objective at the sports coordinator is to break the social taboo that being fit and healthy is only for the alpha male. And we are strongly against that misconception.
We, Jameson and I, believe that we are capable to take up this position. Why, you may ask? 3 reasons. 1. Our past experiences. We have been the captain for the handball for 3 years and also for the athletics club. 2. Motivation. We want to motivate you to get the best out of yourselves through the events that we are going to organize. And 3. Passion. We have participated in numerous runs such as the triathlon, marathon and also the towathon. You name the runs and we will be there.
I want to share with you something today. I have a vision that every single one of you sitting right here today will be fit, will be strong, and will be beautiful. I see every health student in the psychology department not only adequately in academic performance, but also physically fit in their well-being. I want to form a community in health psychology department where enthusiastic individuals will come together to share their passion and their drive to achieve their fitness goal. And every one of you are welcome to join, to share our passion and our enthusiasm. For those who do not have any goals yet in their fitness life and want to start, we can be the catalyst to kickstart that flame within you. And vote for us, as our motto is helping you achieve a stronger version of yourself. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone here. My name is Xiao and this is my partner Wern. So basically, we are going to share our ideas. We're going to tell you why you should all vote for us as your social events coordinators.
Now, firstly, we are both experienced individuals. We have run not only major and minor events, but we also run a variety of events. For example, I was in the student council for HMC last year, and I was the main organizer for the annual ball.
And for me, I was part of the Samsudeen Council at Taylor's College last year. And me and my council, we had a lot of major events such as Hard Rock Carnival and also local concerts that we have. So, why vote for us? What is our motivation? We want students to interact with the council more. We want students to participate in our events more. We don't want the council, only the council to be running the events. We also want students to come and join us. We want them to come out of their shells. Some students, they want to do something, they want to carry out an event, they want to help the council, but they're not given the opportunity. So what we are trying to implement here is, we want to provide the opportunity to them to help us run some of the events.
Now, one of the ideas that we have thought was an open mic night. We have a lot of underground talent here in our own psychology department. So with this open mic night, this gives them a chance to come out from their shell, perform for everyone, and give them an exposure.
We would also want to charge an entrance fee, but here's the catch. The entrance fee will go to a charitable organization. So students, they're not only coming just for fun, they're also coming for a good cause. Another idea that I would like to share personally is a more reformed version of Mixer Night. We want to have it at a larger scale. We want to bring in more local bands, more dance crews, and more local acts.
We are planning to have it twice a year. But the thing is, we are tackling for all years. So all 3 years, all SEM are allowed to join the Mixer Night. And this is because we want to make a more upbeat university life for the students. And another idea would be a bazaar. Instead of a typical bazaar selling food and selling items or whatsoever, we are also going to have performers not only from HELP student itself, but we're trying to bring in local celebrities too.
And we would also want to collaborate not just with all the clubs in Psych department. We want to reach out to other departments in HELP. Maybe they want to join in the fun too. And that's why we're here. We want to make university life for everyone basically more interesting, more fun, something we all can leave behind, something we all can think about, memories. Do vote for us, and we promise you, if you vote for us, we will certainly bring a more interesting and more fun university life for everyone. And thank you.
We're year 2, Sem 1, and as you can tell from our flashcards, we have Miss Winnie as our teacher right now. Z and I were both outgoing, and we both need a little fun to get through university. And meeting people, making friends, it's an important part of our university life, and that's what's drawn us to being social events coordinators. Z and I both agree that there are actually enough events already at HELP. What we feel is that we want to create more traction for the events. We want more people to come into the events. So from my time here and based on the sentiments of others, events currently sort of seem to pop up with very little warning. And given that most students are really busy and swamped with work, it's really hard for them to drop and, fit it into their schedule. So we were thinking that it's a good idea to have sort of an events calendar, so to speak, by the first week of the semester to let people know what they can sort of preempt for that semester, so they can figure out when to keep themselves free, when to do their assignments, etc. And as for the events ourselves, we'd like to make each mixer night and each freshman night as different as possible from the last one. If say you've been here 3 years, it doesn't feel like you're attending the same mixer night over and over again. And this is where the students come in. We want to engage and involve students. It's good to hear ideas, and I think a lot of students here have a lot of great ideas. They're just too shy to say it. And I think anonymity helps that. So through feedback forms and also by inviting fresh volunteers to share their ideas with us. I previously assisted the decoration for last year's prom, and I heard a lot of students say they felt a bit disconnected from the theme, from the event. In the sense that, not that it was poorly organized, but they didn't really get what was going on, because I think it goes back to, again, not being sure when the events are going to happen. It was a success at the end, but I hope the next prom people are excited from the very beginning. They're eager and they're informed from the very beginning. And I envision a prom that is fun, that has a purpose, that brings people together, that interacts, that gets students excited. and I hope it celebrates the diversity and allows students to come together in a meaningful way.
Hi, Louisa and I, we work great in a team, and I believe that I have ideas, and Louisa is great at synthesizing those ideas into a doable sense. Louisa, I feel, has a lot of creative ideas, and I believe that I have the artistic abilities to express it for others to see. We both understand each other and work well in a team. I believe we have a great dynamic that allows us to be productive. Also, we have a lot of fun together, and I believe that lays a foundation in planning events together. So I believe that we need to enjoy what we do in order to do great in our job. Part of that is looking forward to come to meet to see the bond that we've created with people here. So we want to encourage students to have that same feeling. Thank you.
My name is Ivan Lee, currently year 2 Sem 3. My partner, Ivy, Phillip, currently year 2 Sem 2. And we are running for president and vice president positions of the student council. Every single person who has taken up a position of a leadership will have proven themselves through either through mental strength, courage, and also the far most important one, the people skills. Having been the student representative of the current student council, team leader and also quad master of prefectorial board, and also club president of my previous high school, I can safely say that I have developed plenty organization skills, communication skills, and also, like I said, the far most important one, the people skills. I've scored equally high on both eagle and also peacock personality traits. Eagle resembles the trait of a leader, while on the other hand, peacock resembles the funny and easygoing side of an individual. In short, take me as an easygoing and approachable leader. Now I would like to pass the mic to my beautiful partner Ivy here to tell you more about herself.
Good afternoon, everybody. In order for the student council to continue moving in the positive direction that the current council is leading it to, able leadership needs to take place. I am here to tell you that with my track record of leadership, I am ready for this position. Last year, I headed the coordinating team of my church ministry, where we organized a camp for 400 youths and had a closing night concert which was attended by 1,000 youths and adults alike. I was also the pioneering board of directors of the HELP Environmental Science Club when I was doing my A-levels here. With this, I can show you that my initiative, commitment and responsibility to all my past endeavors makes me a good leader. Besides that, I'm also a very friendly, caring and kind person. With my experience of leading my ministry, I've developed the skills to look at the bigger picture, to make sure no one gets left behind, to work behind the scenes and see that everything goes on well. As my role as vice president, I will do everything I can to make sure no one feels left behind, because it's not really a nice feeling.
Like every single human being, we have flaws as well. I am capable of planning and organizing big events, but I have the tendency to overlook certain issues which may be important to certain people. That's why I need Ivy here. She is very observant and also detail-oriented. Hence, with our teamwork, we will be able to organize successful events without leaving anyone or anything behind. Secondly, as you can see, I am more of an extrovert, and Ivy can be very introvert at times. This will create a really great balanced partnership, as I can be the voice of the extroverts and Ivy, on the other hand, can relate more to the quieter and shy students in the psychology department. As you all know, there are a few current issues that are faced by our department, or faced by our students, by us, which the previous council and the current councils have been working on, such as the car park problem, the most one, the extremely slow Wi-Fi connections. When we get to be elected into the council, we will definitely try to pick up where the current council leaves off, and also continue their pursuit in improving in all single aspects.
However, it has come to our attention that there is a lack of unity and bond between the students of different years in the psychology department. In the course that we do, it will definitely benefit us to to know the students from different years, because like for first years, we can get the advice of our seniors when, doing our assignments, and for the seniors, it'll be easier for us to find participants for our surveys and experiments. One of my ideas to increase unity is that to implement a token system. So we will have to coordinate this with the department, but it's like each student will be given a token book, and when they attend an event, they receive a token. So when they collect a certain amount of tokens, they will receive an incentive from the department. This not only would encourage students to come for the events, but when they attend the events, they are bound to make friends, they are bound to meet people, and that way, eventually they would want to come on their own because of the excitement and the fun that they have had during that events. Secondly, we know that health students are quite passive, they're quiet, and it's a bit difficult to get them to come for events and stuff. But like the Facebook page, the anonymity, it helps students come out of being too afraid to identify themselves. And also, we also thought of like opening a booth out at level 8, like once a week, managed by a few council members, so that students can come and have a discussion with us about any problem that they face.
Let me talk a bit on the vision of current student council, as I'm a student representative. The vision of current student council is that we provide holistic environment for the students. And with our plans and all the ideas that we have mentioned just now, we would like to encourage and empower students to carry out their own events, to carry out their plans and carry out their ideas that they have in their mind. We encourage and we provide platform for students to shine, for students to realize their true ability, to realize what they are capable of doing besides just studying. That's why we are here to provide platform for them. Deep inside both of us, there is a fire. A fire that pushes us to strive better. A fire that keeps us on top of the work. And a fire that can never be put out. Ladies and gentlemen, put aside all your preconceived notions that you might have in us. Put aside any doubts that you might have in us. And also put aside any fear that you might have in us. Together, we can make things better. Thank you very much.
I'm Mohammad and this is my partner Fiona Chen. We are running for Presidency and Vice Presidency. I was a representative for the May intake for the HMC Student Council. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Two years ago. Alright, so I practically understand how they work. You need funds, you need fundraisers, you need people who support events, you need people everywhere, anything. You cannot do your job alone. Right? So in this case, I have Fiona to help me in all these kind of things that we need to look and rectify. The main goal that both of us try to achieve is unity. We try to, reform the mixer night and freshman lunch instead of just sitting down there eating your food. Isn't it kind of boring? So why don't have a little fun session? Something to interact with the students, that's one thing. Another thing that we plan to implement would be a psychology camp. Wouldn't that sound cool? Yes, a psychology camp, come on. Be it 3 days or 1 week, it's going to be fun. It not only gives that fun and excitement, but it helps promote leadership in these students who come. There will be another one that we try to implement. How about a stage for those who want to speak up? So why not make this event a once in a month kind of thing where students are free to come on stage and talk whatever they want to talk? I guess this can actually build their sense of self-esteem and help in presentation.
Hi, I'm Fiona. Okay, a person with experience, a person you can depend on, a person that will voice your concern and represent each and every one of you here, a person that will put in 110%. Wouldn't you want that kind of person to represent you in the student council? My name is Fiona and I believe that I am that type of person. And I'm ready to step onto that position to serve you, to help make your university experience a memorable and unforgettable one. Having held several of key positions in many clubs, societies and teams previously, I have instilled in me a very strong sense of responsibility and accountability, both of which are constantly put to practice in my actions. I'm not going to state all the empty promises, but rather issues I feel that we can address. Although for most of us, our main goal of coming to uni is to pursue a degree, we both believe that in university it serves much deeper purpose than just that. Adding on from what Ma said earlier, it is undeniable that there is a current lack of extensive interaction across the psychology department. We strongly believe that we are making headways in resolving this concern, but we believe that there is still more room to accomplish, and we intend to see that it will be. Thus, my main aim is to catalyze these interactions together with MAS by fostering a sense of belonging in the students to the psychology community here at Help University. We hope to eventually form a psychology family that will last even after graduation and will be of good use as a source of network. In line with my goal, we would like to increase opportunities available that will cater to students from all different years and thus create meaningful relationships, not just across the years, but intakes as well as with the departmental staff. We believe that the most important ideas and concerns that the student council addresses are the ones that come from the most important component of psychology department, and that is you, the student body. It is your ideas and concerns that help push the student council forward to help make the psychology department here at Help University better, in fact the best in Malaysia. That is why another goal of ours is to close the gap between the student council and the students. We hope to help increase the students' community's participation in students' politics by increasing the approachability of the council as their ambassadors.
Okay, just to add a little bit to that, I went around and surveyed a few people before coming and stand here today, right now. And I noticed that a few things that some people are really unhappy about. And one of my few friends has mentioned that many clubs have been dying, right? They are dying. No lack of supporters. Maybe the one in the council of that club are all year 3 students, right? So how do we get this first year, second years to be interested in joining clubs? Well, that's why we as a student council would like to collaborate with these clubs and help make events with them so that we can actually interact and help them see the good side of the club. We also, at the start of every semester, we would like to increase awareness of clubs. To be honest, I talked to some of the first year students for SEM. They pretty have no idea what clubs are existing in this field. So that's about it. Thank you very much.